Hi, I'm Ozan, and I'm a software engineer at Datadog. And in the next 2.5 minutes approximately, I will talk about my project called xgotop. You can think of xgotop as a top command, but it's specifically developed to tracing and watching how the Go routines are actually executed in the Go runtime, or when their state changes, or when a Go routine allocates some memory. What you're seeing on the left side of my window, the screen, is that the web UI of xgotop. So I'm running a pretty simple HTTP API server in Go. So it's written in Go. It's here. It's running. It's called test server. So my xgotop program is attached to it. I'm running 7 different uprobes to watch the Go routine internals. For example, whenever a Go routine is started or like exited, or its state changed, or it allocated some memory, etc. I'm tracking those events and I'm sending those events to my user space program using some samplings to lower the overhead of my program. You can see my Go routines here. These ones are like fired and exited pretty quickly in sub-milliseconds. So these are actually the HTTP handler functions. I'm not saving them to the web UI because, there will be tons of Go routines that fired and exited, and they will hold probably most memory, many bytes of memory in my browser, which I don't want to do that. Talking about memory, we can actually also see the memory usage of the program, or especially for different kind of Go routines. So, for example, G blah blah is the number of Go routine, actually the Go routine ID, and we can see that the states of Go routines are changing here, and also we can see that different Go routines are allocating different kinds of and types of memory. So if I click to one of them, so this, for example, Go routine 308, and its parent is 1, so it's created this timestamp, etc. It's not that important. What's important is that we can see the timeline here. So this Go routines one was running and it's waiting and it's runnable and it's running again. In some point, it's done a syscall and waited for it for like 6 microseconds. Anyway, we can also see the memory allocations of the Go routine. For example, there are some raw memory allocations using the new object function of the Go runtime, and it has allocated some slices and maps. What happens inside the xgotop program is that after collecting and sending those runtime related events to the user space program, I'm collecting them using some event readers and sending them through a channel, and then they're processed by the processors, which are then saved to my local storage by using JSON line or protobuf. And then I also use some WebSocket server and API server, and I'm using those to run the web UI. And on the right side, I have some performance metrics from the production usage. So I don't have too much time to deep dive into those, but I'll be glad if you can check out my PR and README to like understand the project better. That's all. Thank you.